Hey loves, happy Sunday. Today, the title of our message is The Intimacy of Revelation. And we are reading out of 1 Samuel 9, verse 18 through 20. So this is going to be a short message, right? So we're talking about the intimacy of revelation. And this is a conversation that happened between Samuel and Saul, right? So for the deeper understanding of what we're going to read, we can look at the relativity of Saul and Samuel, right? As main characters of this exchange. So Saul, we can look at the mention of Saul like many other prominent members of biblical theology in relation to his character, because his life experiences are highlighted as significant to our understanding of the character of God, right? So like many other characters in the Bible, Saul is one of those people who was mentioned frequently, right? And it was in different scenarios, and those scenarios are supposed to give us an understanding of the character of God as we unpack them. So in the mentioning of Saul and the knowing that he's involved in this exchange, we can look at it in relation to his character, right? But for other understanding, Saul in Hebrew means prayed for, right? And if we understand the history behind Saul, we understand that Israel had prayed for a ruler, and Saul became that ruler. But that ruling power was set over Israel for them to understand the type of ruler that God prefers, and the reason why God prefers that type of ruling, right? That type of power to be over them. It has to be something or someone after God's own heart, right? So as we unpack biblical scripture and we try to understand things, we have to understand that the process in coming into revelation involves us going toward the path of what's after God's own heart, right? That is what we're seeking. That's the path that we're on in regards to what is going to rule over us knowledge-wise. So Samuel is someone with less prominent experience than that we have to pull from. So we have to look at it in regards to the meaning of his name in Hebrew, right? So Samuel means God has heard, or name of God. So when we are pursuing knowledge after God's own heart, he will hear, and he will, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and heal their land, right? And pray and seek my face. So I will hear from heaven and heal their land. So let's go to Samuel 9, 1 Samuel 9, verse 18. Then Saul drew near to Samuel in the gate and said, "Tell me, I pray thee, where the seer's house is," right? So if we understand about spirituality and the different gifts that we have as spiritual beings, a seer is someone who can foresee the future, or see past the mirage of what's being in front of them, or that can see into different realms of understanding, and you can see past what's in front of them, right? Because if you put anything in anybody's face, they're not able to see, and a seer is someone who can see past that, right? So, and Samuel answered Saul and said, "I am the seer. Go up before me unto the high place, for ye shall eat with me today and tomorrow. I will let thee go, and will tell thee all that is in thine heart," right? So Samuel meaning God has heard, right? And Saul meaning what was prayed for Israel, right? So Saul went to Samuel. Saul drew near to Samuel, meaning the prayer of our hearts has to draw nearer to being heard by God, right? Or communing with God, right? And in this we come into revelation. And Samuel answered Saul and said, I am the seer. Go up before me unto the high place. So we have to get to this high place of understanding, this high place of consciousness, this high place, right? This high vibrational existence. And I know we've been talking about vibrations and dimensions a lot in regard to our spiritual understanding, but this place of what brings you out of darkness, right? What keeps you light? And we're going to talk about the vibrations and all that too in another message. But you have to go to this high place, right? This high place of seeing, this high place of a higher viewpoint. And I will let thee go and will tell thee all that is in thine heart, right? So understand that revelation comes with a lot of healing, right? A lot of letting go, a lot of realizing your own misconceptions about life so that you can actually see the light. And this is the healing, and this is what is given to us by the seer, right? So, is it not on thee and on all thy father's house? And that is the blessing, right? The blessing of Abraham is on the father's house, is on Saul, right? As he was anointed to be king. And everything else that happened is not really relevant. But, yeah. So, that's it for today, loves. Be blessed, be well, and be whole.